suma yeewoo damay dem yalwaan suma yowaanee ñëw jàng suma jàngee ba ina wàcc suma wàccee dem yalwaan suma jëlee kay kata suma wàccee mu jàng arab suma wàccee arab mu jàng alxuraan maa ngi tudd Mohamed Cissé jóge Pikine 10 ans laa am 10 ans.
Mohammed is a Talibé, a student at Adara, as Quranic schools are known, in Dakar, Senegal. He has lived in Adara on the outskirts of Dakar for 4 years. At Mohammed's Dara, the Marabout, a religious leader in West African Islam, teaches his 50 male students Arabic, the Quran, and French. Most of the boys are sent here from rural areas by their families who subsist mainly on farming. The Dara where Mohammed lives is a place these families can send their children to receive an education. Mohammed says he came here to become a master of the Quran like his father. After begging for money in the morning, every Talibé in this Dara takes his bowl to an assigned home in the neighborhood for lunch and dinner. At those homes, the godmothers, as they are called, give the children a meal. Sam has been a godmother at Mohammed's Dara for more than 10 years. She says the schools are important institutions in Senegalese life.
jikko ju rafet ji ñu tàmm ci l'islam ku am l'islam di nga am ngëm tu as toujours la foi en Dieu boo jàngee alxuraan da ngay am ngëm waaw ndax ñun ñii jullit yépp yonent bi lañ Muhammad la ñuy toppandoo da ngay am ngëm soo amee ngëm nag doo nekk ci lu bon doo def mukk lu bon di nga daw lu bari ci àddina drogue bi doo ko bëgg a laal doo bëgg a sàcc doo bëgg nekk di agressé ndax dangay daal di am ngëm ni lii ngay def ëllëg soo su bis penc baa dina feeñ ci yow.
Ousmane Faye, the son of the Marabout who runs the Dara where Mohammed lives, says schools like these are essential for boys who want to function in society.
Même da lay yokk encore pour nit ñi dañ lay respecter alxuraan boo ko jàngee da lay yee ci àddina encore.
Malik Sy, who works at an NGO to improve the lives of youth in Senegal, says Daras can be a positive cultural aspect in the lives of Senegalese children, but there are currently no state-enforced regulations that dictate how Daras can be run, and without regulations, abuses can occur.
Donc l'État a un rôle principal à jouer, et l'État est le principal responsable. Alors, s'il n'y a pas une réglementation des Daras, qui veut être marabout est marabout. Qui veut ouvrir un dara, ouvre un dara comme il veut. Ça, à la longue, on aura des difficultés énormes. Le phénomène dara est complexe au Sénégal, hein? Très très complexe. Quand on avait fait l'étude sur les talibés, les gens avaient des perceptions différentes. L'histoire des enfants talibés, c'est moralement accepté. Pour eux, c'est une forme de socialisation des enfants. C'est une forme d'aider les enfants à s'insérer dans la vie. C'est une forme d'aider les enfants à comprendre que dans la vie, il y a des hauts et des bas. Mais j'ai dit tantôt que ça c'est vrai. Mais il y a quelque part derrière des relents d'exploitation des enfants.
Daras in Senegal have come under harsh criticism for the way they treat the thousands of Talibé who live under their care. Among their concerns, groups such as UNICEF have condemned the common practice of sending these children into the streets every day to beg for money. Nearly all of the 7,600 child beggars in Dakar are students at these Quranic schools, according to a joint study released last year by the International Labour Organization, UNICEF, and the World Bank. The same study says each child collects an average of 300 African francs, or 72 cents, a day. Sy says that focusing on how to improve the Daras, rather than solely criticizing their negative aspects, is a way to improve the Talibé situation in Senegal. But he adds, first the state, as well as the parents, must take responsibility. After his father died 16 years ago, Alioune Mbeng came to this Dara when he was 9 years old. Though his school days here are finished, he is now learning the construction trade. Every day after his apprenticeship, he returns to the Dara to eat and sleep. He remembers when he too had to beg on the streets each morning.
Man loolu ndax dama doonoon xale ku ba xawma woon doon comme ñii dañu doonee xale noonu laa doon woon xale xam na nag yàlla def na tey ma doon mag ñoom ñu doon xale man li ma doon def instant bi ñoo si toll ndax dem naa man bàyyi naa yalwaar.
Ils font beaucoup plus de temps dans les rues que dans le dara. Donc on leur propose des solutions alternatives pour améliorer l'offre éducative, des solutions alternatives pour apporter un plus à l'encadrement. Montrer au marabout ce qu'il fait c'est bien parce qu'il est en train d'encadrer des enfants, qu'il est en train d'aider des enfants à concrétiser leurs droits, mais qu'il y a des manquements. Je ne parle pas de répression, mais de sensibilisation.